when we say moringa tree, people are thinking a big, big tree. But when we say in the summer as a short, bushy annual, that's where you start to think about moringa only growing in the summer, like a lettuce would grow in the fall or in the spring.
Mhm.
It's just because it has the word tree on it that they're thinking that it's going to be big and that it's going to take a long time. And so we're trying to change the misconception with that because it has tree on it, that they can begin to harvest the greens within 30 days. What do you mean? I can harvest and eat my tree from 30 days within the time that it sprouts? Yes. Yeah, so it's actually more ideal to eat the tree within the first 30 days before it's even 30 days. Actually, the best time to eat the tree is once it grows and it has its first leaf and it has its second leaves coming up. That's the most ideal time to eat it, is to pop that top to get that sulforaphane, which has more sulforaphane than even broccoli as a microgreen.
Interesting.
And a full-size tree can always produce microgreens, because if you just harvest that green tip from even mature trees, this is the microgreen part that is still very high in sulforaphane.
And you said it has more than broccoli sprouts.
Oh yeah, because
That's
you
amazing.
know, Joe Rogan and Dr. Rhonda Patrick, they had that podcast a couple of years ago, and then she's been
Hmm.
pushing, you know, broccoli sprouts.
Hmm.
She was actually on a podcast talking about how moringa is also very high in sulforaphane as well. Another podcast, you can look her up.
Wow.
And so you can grow moringa anywhere in the USA. So this is a question that I get all the time on my YouTube. Hey, can I grow moringa here? Yes, in the summer as a short, bushy annual, to where it would only be grown in that summer season, and then it dies in the winter, or it'll die as soon as it gets cold. But that's just like a lettuce or a tomato or any other annual. So that's how you would answer that question when you get that question, when you start, I want not just you, but others that begin to answer phone calls for us, which we're very close to needing that help. The phones are just going off. And I could really use some help just forwarding the numbers to people just to pick up enough to pick up the calls. When you pick up the calls, you can place orders over the phone using your coupon code. So you would get commissions off of every call. If you know, of course, the incentive would be to have them place an order. If someone's like, hey, I want to join the collective, then you could also sign them up for membership using your coupon code as well, just right off the website. Just take their order and put it through the website. Most people are just wanting to speak with someone, and then also they just want to know that we're real, and they may not even just be able to order online, maybe just because they're older, and a lot of people who are ordering from us are over 50, over 60, you know, a large portion of our customer base are in their 60s and 70s and retired, and so they want to stay healthy. And so that's who we market and talk to a lot. I'm grateful for EJ saying here that he'll start to take calls. I'd love to even start talking about specifically what we would talk about on those calls. I think that'd be great. Yeah, Monday would be a good time to go over those types of conversations to really help to hone in on these first 50 questions that you're going to get a lot, which you're not necessarily answering the whole question, right? You're not necessarily giving them answer after answer after answer after answer. You'll be on the phone with them. They'll keep going. They'll keep going for hours, 2 hours. Essentially, you may answer one or two questions, you know, very broad. At the same time, you have another caller coming in. And so you just have to